Happy day. Welcome to EduSkills, OET Made Easy. Our mission is to make you fall in love with OET learning process. If you are watching this on YouTube, kindly consider subscribing the channel and give us a thumbs up if you like our work. And please do share the video so that many more, those who are struggling to crack OET, may be benefited. So again, happy to be with you all. And it's really a wonderful journey along with you. And I know many of you are beginners in this batch. And special welcome here. Feel at home. This is your platform. And we'll be explaining briefly on our platform and the details how to begin with. OET Occupational English Test, Benchmark Study Plan 3 Orientation. And know the platform. The basic idea about the platform, especially intended for the beginners. Know the platform, and name of the platform is EduSkills International. It's an umbrella platform for various programs like OET, IELTS, TOEFL, and also other courses like MSc Clinical Psychology, MA, degree, including KG to post-graduation programs. One of the programs is OET EduSkills, and that is known as OET EduSkills International. And who is the owner of this platform? This platform is of the health professionals, for the health professionals, by the health professionals. Don't mistake me as the owner of this platform. This is run by the health professionals. I can say majority of them are, you can say, nurses. It is of nurses, for nurses, and by the nurses, and for other health professionals as well. Management, you know, Soumya Shyam. She was the one who founded this platform. And the admin panel and empowering army members. As of now, we have around 12 members in the admin panel. We'll give you the details later. And what is the nature? It's a non-profit platform. Make it very clear. We will never ever charge you anything for the programs over here. If someone contacts you saying that they are from EduSkills and they ask for money, be sure that it's a spammer. So there are no charges, no cost for any of the trainings or any of the mentoring programs under EduSkills International. And our mission is to inspire learners to fall in love with the learning process and hence make education an experience. So the tagline is learning made easy, OET made easy. These are the admin panel members as on now: Anna, Bobby, Nidu, Abraham, Shintu, Simon, Manjumol, Sakaria, Jaladam, Regina, Begum, Rajani, Biju, Lilimol, Vinci, Mini, Koshi, and Soumya Shyam. And Soumya Shyam is the founder, admin of this panel, this platform. And you will learn, if they are beginners, you will definitely come to know about her. She has spent a portion of her life, maybe a year, to help out nurses and health professionals. So what are the EduSkills services that you can expect from here as you are attending now the live Zoom sessions? And feedback and learning experience being managed, task assessments, your task will be assessed, and free study materials will be available, mentoring and study groups, empowering learning stations, spiritual support stations called, we have a platform called Ephata, where we have prayer meetings for OET students, learners, aspirants on every Sunday, 5 o'clock, and psychological support stations and EL package. It means EL package means earn while you learn. We will be training you as teachers so that you have the clarity, and we will be certifying you to work in other platforms to teach. Being learners, we will be equipped and we'll train you to teach other students, so that if you have financial struggles, definitely you can manage. At the same time, the primary motto by teaching, maybe when you teach once, it's equivalent to learning 10 times. These are the basic services. And major challenges. What are your challenges? Now, the basic challenge you will have is no patience. You will not have patience. You will be just rushing through the materials. You will be just satisfying yourself or getting into an illusion of competency, practicing so many materials, maybe every day, 3-4 materials, and you feel I am doing something great. But no, we will tell you what is our strategy, and we'll go step by step, slow and steady, and making everything clear. And that is the basic quality that you need for success in OET is patience. Yeah, so patience is the key word. You should have patience, go slow. And normally I tell the people, you see people go on to exams, tests, book tests so many times. And there are so many aspirants who come to me saying that I have booked 3 dates. And then they ask me to pray for them. I say, I did not pray for you to fail the exam, because first and second attempt you have decided to fail. That's why you have booked 3 dates. So there is no meaning in doing those things. As on my analysis goes, it's almost 6.5% we had the OET results last year in India. Almost like 6 to 7 candidates out of 100 candidates make it up. So it's a waste of money and waste of time. Instead of doing 5 attempts, why don't you spare 1 or 2 or 3 months extra and learn properly and be competent and go on. So doing a lot of practices, getting a lot of materials and doing hard work will create only an illusion of competency, and that's not the real competency which we are fighting with. So have patience. And booking exam dates without preparations, as I told you, quality practice, we concentrate on quality practice, but most of the aspirants are into quantity of practice. How many reading I did, how many writing I did. These are not the criteria. How well, how good quality practice you have done, or how well you have understood the task that you have done, is the thing whereby you have to do the analysis of each task and identify your weak areas of language competency and get it rectified, get the mentoring and corrections, then proceed, for which we will be giving the steps what you are supposed to undergo. And if you have any doubts, we will be giving you a chance to ask you questions. Even in vernacular multilingual Q&A session we'll have, you can note down those points where you want more explanation or an explanation in Malayalam or other any vernacular language. Fourth one is inability to fall in love with the learning process. The basic thing, you need to fall in love with the learning process. You should understand OET is something that gives you life. It's almost like as equivalent as your nursing knowledge or health knowledge. As being a professional, you know about nursing, what are the things in nursing you have to do. So also it's equally important to have the communication quality when you reach another country. When you deal with native speakers, you need to have a high quality of communication. Otherwise, it's a very challenging and it's insulting, and it leads to demotion in your career. So make it fall in love with the learning process and learn English for life, not for OET. Okay. And fifth challenge that you will face is several mentors or no mentoring. There are several mentors. You will get into all the institutes, all the platforms, all the what you call Telegram groups, and you will have so many mentoring, so many types of teaching, and you will be confused. Ultimately, you may not have clarity on anything. So either choose one mentor. I don't say me or anyone. You can choose any one mentor. And sometimes also people have no mentoring. They go on in their own way. That also leads to challenges or getting low grade in OET. Sixth one is misled by social media and marketing strategies. You know, because of Corona, there are so many people, hundreds of people who have lost their maybe OET for 6 to 10 times. They could not make it up. Then they said, we'll make some money teaching OET or going into YouTube videos. And you can find a lot of issues, classical mistakes in so many videos. And you should know the quality of the person or qualification of the person who is teaching or presenting the teaching in the social media. So beware of that. Otherwise, you will have a lot of confusions, a lot of mistakes which were taught as right things. And seventh one is no English culture. There should be English culture, as I say, if possible, listen to some all English audios whenever you work, when you work in the kitchen or when you are alone or whatever. You start even you can talk to yourself in English, or you can imagine that you are teaching somebody. So try to create a culture, English culture, listen English news. And if possible, listen, don't look at the TV, but just listen from the backside of the TV or from far away. Just listen to the TV news so that you get listening competency. So also try to read some medical journals, general reading, everywhere. Try to create a culture, English culture for a couple of months, which will help you a lot in your competency. And study groups limited, I call it. Study groups limited means there are so many people who get into small study groups. When they get introduced to other people, they start practicing together. But the experience, my experience says, they remain like a ghetto and they go to a certain extent. Beyond that, they are not able to improve, because all of their quality is same, competence is almost same. There is a level for it. So they will, though they practice and they're happy about the practice, it creates an illusion of competency. When they appear for the exam, the lack of mentoring or corrections will definitely lead them into problems in their scores or grades. And another challenge is aiming grade B. If you're aiming grade B, believe me, majority of them get 340, 330, 320 because they are aiming at grade B 350. Please don't do that mistake, but always aim at 450 A grade. You know, if you're aiming at grade B in the listening, for example, in reading, when you get around 30 to 31, your subconscious mind says, okay, I am cool, I am competent. Then you get satisfied with the competency, you book your exams and you write your exams. You know, as you get into the examination atmosphere with all the fear and stress and tension, you are not able to make it up. So always try for target or aim for 450. At least if you don't get A, and definitely you can get A grade. If you can't get, definitely you'll be somewhere around 390, 400, 410, 420. So attitude, selfishness is another thing that is a big challenge for you. As you become more and more selfish, you will remain in your own personal ghetto and you will not be able to grow more. So try to build up empowering attitude, support each other, and help each other. And that is the motto of this platform. This is the only platform ever in the universe you can see. Definitely there is no other platform which gives 100% non-profit platform and managed by the health professionals. Okay, EduSkills benchmark study plan 3. This is the one where participants, beginners, intended the participants are beginners, and those who really want to begin and correct themselves. If they have lost their grades in their previous attempts, certainly they can join. Focus is step-by-step learning. We will be guiding you every step, and you will go with patience through this study plan. And duration 5 months. And you can gain competence even before, but then it requires 5 months. And I tell you earlier, none of the OET or competent English competitive exams were allowed to retake within 3 months, because the Cambridge research tells us in your brain to have any changes as regards linguistic competency, it requires minimum change requires 3 months. That's why they were not allowing you to retake the exam within 3 months, but now they have relaxed that rule, and you are allowed to retake exams anytime that you want. But I tell you, if you lose your test, never ever try to attempt it within 3 months or 4 months. Give time, because as I always say, UK, Ireland, and Canada, or Switzerland, Australia, none of these countries will vanish within 2-3 months. They will be there, and you can definitely move. Task will be daily task. Requirement is that daily task completion, assessment, and weekly based on self-assessment form. If you are not familiar, we'll be posting it. We'll be giving it to you where you are supposed to record your daily task, whereby we'll be assessing you every week. Okay, participants are expected to download Coaching Rain application, or if you are using Apple or iOS, it's like My Institute. You can find the My Institute app, or Coaching Rain application is of the, you will have this logo, the EduSkills logo in the application. Profile should include your full name. You know, today we have not accepted many people in this platform because they have put MS, Oppo, or My iPhone, all those things. Without names, we won't admit this for your own security and safety and privacy, because there are so many spammers who get in and disturb the sessions. So make sure, even in Coaching Rain, don't put in some numbers or some emojis as your name. Please make sure that your name is presented there, and it's very, very safe and secure, and you will not have any issues in the application because it's a very secure platform. You can, none of your private informations will be stolen from there. And be an active member of EduSkills Telegram group. In spite of though you are in the application, you have to be, that's the main platform, the mother platform we call it, and all the links and informations, notices will be shared over there. And make sure that you respond to every notice by admins or by me. When I post a notice, very rarely I do it in emergencies. When I post a notice or any information in the main platform, in the Telegram group, next 60 minutes will be reserved for responding to that particular notice. And everyone is supposed to respond so that we know you have noticed it. Okay. And response is solicited from everyone. And daily task completion is a basic requirement without which you can never gain competency. Weekly submission of self-assessment form is expected from you. and adherence and response to the instructions, and punctuality and participation in live Zoom sessions. Those are self-explanatory. And tasks, daily 8 p.m. discussions are there, daily reading challenge, daily listening challenge, daily poll, daily feedback and learning experience, live Zoom sessions, weekly submission of self-assessment form. These are the tasks that you are supposed to do. You will definitely come to know these things. Never take it lightly. Even the daily listening challenge, reading challenge, and poll, these things will definitely help you in the long run. That also helps you to create a English culture around you. Okay. If you're not familiar, these things you'll become familiar gradually. You are supposed to aim at grade A 450 to 500, not B, and definitely you'll be safe in at least 400, around 400. So always keep this in your mind, in your practice. For example, in listening, always see that you practice and gain at least 35 right answers in reading. So that should be the range for reading and listening. Another basic thing, these things I'll be explaining to you later. Keep a diary, like you should have a diary of vocabulary, the OET vocabulary, a book. You can keep a notebook, and maybe you can keep different books or a same book with the different segments and segregations, whereby one part you will have vocabulary, another part you will have scale, then another part you will have synonyms, synonymous language and paraphrasing. Then fourth one, you will write all the comparison and contrast that you come across. Then you will write time expressions, modal verbs, cause and effect languages, classification types, adjectives. These are the basic strategies which we will be using, which I will be explaining in the sessions again. Now, when you use the vocabulary diary, I told you, there are so many messages coming even these days. You can find, could you send us the synonyms of listening and reading? There is no meaning in learning reading and listening synonyms, because every word matters a lot. The word round, round, has 79 different meanings. When the word round is used as a verb, it has 26 different meanings. When the word round is used as a noun, it has 19 different meanings. And used as adjectives, 80 meanings, preposition 9 meanings, special 7 meanings, and total 79 meanings. So you can't just by heart one meaning for one word. That is not the way to develop vocabulary or the competency in vocabulary. So what you have to do, like 500 most used words in English have an average of 28 separate meanings per word. So you have to keep a diary in this format. For example, fat, overweight. 70% of the population is now overweight according to official figures. You have to write the word, the main word, then the synonym is overweight, then a sample sentence. In the beginning, you will have to write quite a bit, but then later on, same things are being repeated. When you have competency, you need not have a diary, that. Extremely fat or overweight. So obesity, the synonymous expression is obesity is now a real problem for teenagers. Teenagers who are obese are often bullied at school, all those things. Okay. So this is the way you have to, I am giving an example, how you have to keep a diary of vocabulary. Eating disorder, what it is and how it is being used in a sentence. Okay. Nutrients, what it is and how it is used. Diet and overeating. Ingredients, how do you use allergy? If I eat nuts, I have an allergic reaction. I cannot breathe properly. So such sentences you are getting them not from any source, but from your own readings or your own practice. Whatever you come across these words, find how they are used in that reading or listening text or listening audio and write down those things. These are just examples. Now, diary of scale. Just giving you some examples. I'll not be explaining everything. This is like scale, always, usually, and this percentage is approximate. Okay, it's not the correct percentage, just to give you an idea what is the scale. Always means not usually, or usually means not generally. Generally means not often. Often means not sometimes. Sometimes means not occasionally. Occasionally doesn't mean seldom. Seldom doesn't mean rarely. Rarely doesn't mean never. So these are different scales. So these are the things they will target at you in your reading and listening specifically. And you should be able to identify these things. So such a scale, you can keep a diary of these things. Another way of saying scale, all, most, majority, and then you have many, a few, few. So this is a scale. All is not most, most is not majority, majority is not many, many is not a few is not few. Now you see, as I explained to you now, I know you will not take it very seriously. But then after some time, you will start asking, could you explain the scale? I did not understand what is scale, all those things. So understand these things. These are very important. All means 100, most means 90 plus, approximately. Majority means anything more than 50%, 51 plus. Many means anything more than 2, or 2 or more than 2. A few or some means 1 plus anything. Few means 0. There are few students in the classroom means there are no students. That's the negative thing. So I'll give you one example. For example, many foreign students do the OET in their home countries. Reading passage statement. This is a question statement. Reading passage says most overseas students sit their OET in their country of origin. See, many, most. They are not same. Many means, as I told you, the scale is being used here and you will be misguided. Many means anything more than 1, 2. So most means majority, like it's almost like 90%. So these are not the same expressions. Here, foreign students, the synonymous language used here is overseas students. And sit, do instead of sit. And the OET in their home countries, in their country of origin. Okay, these are the synonymous language. This is being used. This is called paraphrasing. Exact paraphrasing of this statement is here in the question statement. So you should be able to identify the scale. You should be able to identify the synonyms. You should be able to identify the synonymous language. Synonyms means one different words, one meaning. Whereas synonymous language means a phrase, group of words being used, and different group of words used in the question statement. Paraphrasing means exactly this way. Like many foreign students do the OET in their home countries, most overseas students sit the OET in their country of origin. Same sentence put in other words. So that's called paraphrasing. These are the basic skills that you require definitely in reading and listening. And also when you write your letters, you need to know the synonyms and paraphrasing. And the area of synonyms, as I told you, see, the vocabulary range of the student is assessed in the IELTS speaking test, or OET, you can say whatever. The lexical resource of the IELTS candidate is assessed in the speaking test. So this you can say, this is known as synonyms. When you put synonyms, you have lexical resource, vocabulary. Don't write just the word, but write the sentences. And highlight or write in brackets or write in bullet points the synonymous language or synonyms being used. And you know, these are the synonyms of to kill. Can you just identify what is the answer? Try to write down in your notebook what is the answer. Saddam Hussein was dash. You have to use a form of kill. Was by US government. Could you unmute and tell me the answer?
Assassinated by US government.
Assassinated. The soldier was dash in action.
Killed.
He was dashed by his neighbor.
Killed by his neighbor.
Killed.
Indira Gandhi was dashed by the terrorists.
Killed by the terrorists.
Killed
The
by.
sheep was dashed by the man.
Killed by the man.
Killed by.
See, the synonyms are, please mute your audios. Only when you speak, just unmute and speak, okay? Now, these are the synonyms of kill. Assassination, murder, slaughter, execution. Learning these synonyms doesn't make any sense. So don't try to keep, there are people who write down all hundreds of words and their synonyms is never ending, never exhausting. You will have to write whole your life. That's what I said, use in the context. Okay, use in the context. For example, I tell you now, you said Saddam Hussein it is executed, not assassinated. Executed means after a process of law, means through the court procedure, he was killed. That is executed. The soldier was killed. He was murdered by his neighbor. Murder means illegal killing. So Indira Gandhi was assassinated by the terrorists. The sheep was slaughtered by the man. So it's not that you know the synonyms. It's that you should know the context, how to use the synonyms in which context. That's why I said don't request for synonyms and don't go and try and search out for synonyms. I don't think it is going to help your competency in a great way. So always try to write down only those synonyms and synonymous language and paraphrasing and the sentences highlighted in your notebook or diary of synonyms. Synonyms, some examples which are turn off. Here's the synonym. Huge means rather big. Should means ought to. Delete means cancel. Maybe in a paragraph question, they will say in the reading passage, they will use should. And in the listening or the question statement, you will have ought to. Leave or depart. Promise, commit oneself. Some more examples. Chance means likelihood. Area means district. Antique means ancient. Choice, decision. Elegant, beautiful. These are the words, but you have to use them. You have to write down the sentence. I'm just giving you some examples just to understand what is synonyms. Energetic, having a lot of energy. Petite, really small. Huge, rather big. Cloudless day, sunny day, not tall, short. Then modal verbs, can, may, should, must, especially when you have to identify the opinion. People say part C is very challenging. Many of you message me, text me. That's mainly because you are not aware of the, you have less competency as regards the modal verbs. So can, past tense is good. It speaks about the ability, possibility or permission. May, might, possibility. Should, advice, recommendation, suggestion. Must is necessity or obligation. Am I going too fast?
No, Father.
No, Father.
Anyhow, we will be revisiting. We will be revisiting these things. Don't worry. So I said mainly to identify the opinion.
Yes, Father. No, audible.
Yeah, you should know modal verbs. Many of you complain that you are not able to do it well in your part C reading. Mainly, you have to identify the opinions. That's a major focus in part C. So can, could, ability, possibility, permission, may, might, possibility, should, advice, recommendation or suggestion. That's why I said if you say you should follow traffic rules, it's not correct. You must follow traffic rules. You should means it's a suggestion, recommendation. You cannot penalize somebody for not having followed your instruction. You cannot say you should wear uniform. You have to say you must wear uniform. You should drink at least 3 liters of water every day. It's a suggestion, recommendation. Even if you don't drink 3 liters of water, you will not be penalized. Must, necessity, obligation. It is mandatory. If you don't follow, it will be. So you will just see one example. For example, here, okay, now you see one example I have taken from your part C. Why can the human connectome help patients with schizophrenia? Can somebody read and find out the modal verbs here? All the modal verbs. Just as someone reads, please find out, identify or write down the modal verbs. Okay, what are the modal verbs? Can, could, may, might, should, must. Okay, now there is one modal verb here. Why can the human connectome help patients with schizophrenia? Could somebody just read, unmute and read?
Yale researchers believe that by learning more about the human connectome, they might find the novel treatments for psychiatric disorders. Things like schizophrenia vary widely from one patient to the next. By finding what's unique to a particular patient, a psychiatrist can tailor treatment to suit their needs. Understanding one's connectome could give the insight into how the disease progresses and how the patient might respond to certain therapies or medications.
Okay, thank you. And tell me in the first sentence, what is the modal verb?
Might.
Might, okay.
Might.
Then next again. Next sentence.
Can.
Can. Next.
Can.
Next again.
Could.
Next again. Might. See, beautifully given. Now the question speaks, why can the human connectome help patients with schizophrenia? Okay. Now where is the can?
A psychiatrist
can.
Can. So the answer must be there.
Yes.
Believe it, might is not can, could is not can, might is not can. Okay. Now this is the answer. Because individual courses of treatments can be designed for every patient. See, tailor treatment to suit their needs. So, see how it is used. Now, here can is used, but here it is might in the text. So that cannot be the answer. The modal verb, I'm giving you an example of modal verb. Why can? See, the psychiatrist can tailor treatment. Individual courses of treatment, tailor treatment to suit their needs. Designed for every patient. See the synonymous language being used. So immediately you can swoop into the answer where it is. The modal verb will guide you. Okay, now you see can, only can is in this sentence.
Yes,
And see, because by the third option, C option, because by understanding the connectome, doctors can understand schizophrenia, but that is used if and how the patient might respond. Might is used here. So it cannot be can. So ultimately, the answer easily you can dig into, immediately you can swoop into that point where it is can modal verb is used. Did you get the idea? This is one of the strategies. There are various strategies which will teach you. You can cross-check 1 or 2 or 3 strategies.
Yes.
And this is how you use the strategies. And that's how you have to practice. Cause and effect language, you should be able to understand. Industrialization is the cause of global warming. Global warming is the result of industrialization. Industrialization leads to global warming. Okay, just I give you a general example. They will confuse you with these 3 options. These 3 sentences mean same, but they have put this side to that side, effect first, cause next, cause first, effect next. So they might confuse you that way. And also you have to focus on the structure of the paragraph. There will be a topic sentence or the main point, supporting sentence, which explains the main point, and a developing sentence, which is an evidence or example of the main point, supporting the main point. So one para will have this structure. Point means topic sentence or the main idea or the gist. So they will ask in part C, listening and reading, you have to understand gist or the main idea, which is available in topic sentence. Then there is an explanation of the main point or the gist main idea with a supporting sentence, which explains the main idea. Then evidence or the example, which illustrates the main idea. This is the structure of the paragraph, which you have to understand, especially to answer and, various structures. If you are beginners, I'm just showing you the 4 types of paragraphs. Okay. You not know detail about it. Mainly you have this type of paragraph, topic sentence in the beginning. I'll be giving examples. Okay. I don't want to explain these things. That's not required. I'll give you one example. Okay. Focus on the topic sentence to understand the gist or main idea in the paragraph. Part C of reading and listening demands you to understand the gist. Now you see ADHD can be a controversial condition. So what does the paragraph includes? About a controversy. Controversy means difference of opinion. So the question will be about an opinion. And now there is Dr. Russell and Dr. Richard Saul. 2 people agree and disagree. One of those people, the name will be mentioned in the question, which I am not explaining now. See, ADHD can be a controversial condition. Topic sentence. Now, other one is like ADHD begins in childhood. The thinking goes is subject. ADHD begins in childhood is the topic sentence, the gist or the focus or the main theme of the paragraph. Okay. The onset of ADHD or the beginning of ADHD, that's in childhood, early life, kids, childhood, begin, origins, childhood, all these, the same topic sentence or the topic word is repeated. Okay. Now the topic sentence in this paragraph is the issue of the addictive nature of ADHD medication. ADHD medication and its addictive nature. And you can see addiction, seeking an increased dosage, addictive opioid overdoses, abuse of drugs. Same topic sentence or the topic word concept is repeated again. So you should focus on the topic sentence of the paragraph. Now, see here, a general paragraph. They have got such weird shape. Topic sentence. This is a topic sentence. This is the keyword shape. Now, shape is explained in this paragraph. Nothing else. A shape of the octopus. Now, this is, they have lots of real unusual behaviors. The topic sentence of this paragraph. So topic sentence and behaviors, unusual behaviors is the key phrase. So behaviors is the keyword and unusual behavior will be explained in this paragraph. So try to understand the paragraph this way. See, shape, 8 arms, super lips, all these things are highlighted. Green things speak about shape, weird shape, and unusual behavior is explained here. Go see, rice is beneficial for a number of reasons is the topic sentence. So the paragraph will speak first, it is highly nutritious, second, third, fourth. So the reasons, number of beneficial for a number of reasons. Rice is, now whatever is between the commas, you can just strike out or ignore. No answer will be there from the things that are between the comma, which we call as subject complements. And EduSkills very fast. You have a video in the YouTube channel explained by Somesh, the admin. So EduSkills benchmark study plan, this is the 3rd study plan. batch. So week 1, reading part A, week 2, reading part B, week 3, reading part C, and week 4, reading part A, B, C. This is the way we customize our training. 1 week we'll be doing only reading part A, by which you will be able to complete. You must be able to complete at least within 10 or 12 minutes and get 19 to 20 marks in part A. So also week 2 will be part B and all those things. And same thing. And for listening, you will have 1 week listening part A, next week listening part B, week 7 listening part C, and week 8 listening A, B, C. EduSkills benchmark study plan schedule, week 9 writing case note analysis and sentence formation, and week 10 writing organization and layout, week 11 writing language, and week 12 writing purpose, and week 13 letter writing week, week 14 speaking analysis of role play card, week 15 speaking step by step, week 16 speaking week, and week 17 mock test listening, reading, all the 4 subtests, week 18 again mock test all the 4 subjects, week 19 all the mock tests, all the 4 subtests, week 20 again all 4 modules mock test. This is the way we have planned, and we will also be giving you what you call the speaking partners. We will allot you from this group itself, and either you can select your partners and let me know, or we will give you the partners. That's the end of it. Okay, now one question which I want to give you, and as I told you, and the notices were displayed, you are supposed to be in the session throughout. If you have a network issue, you could not complete the session, you are supposed to text me and inform me you left because of some reasons. Otherwise, you will be considered a spammer, and repeated behavior in that way will show that you are not a serious learner, and you will not be accepted or admitted in other platforms, and your assessments will not be carried out. Even in the application, benchmark application, Coaching Raina and My Institute, you will be made inactive. That's the automatic system will make you inactive. So make sure that you are in the session throughout. And definitely sometimes there can be internet issues or you have some reasons, but keep me informed. That's the basic principle, basic discipline of the thing. Now over to you. My time is over. Okay, it is up to you to ask any questions in any language that you want to answer. And if you have any more clarification, I know I have gone a little faster, but this is just an orientation, which means every segment we will be taking as a session. Whatever I explained, every slide will become another session. But then if you want to have any idea, you can let me know. And basically, as I told you, one discipline, always keep the phone in landscape mode. And as the Q&A begins, I'll be like removing the pin and we'll be putting in gallery mode. You have to unmute your videos. This is for your safety. We are using these methods, okay? Because there are so many spammers coming just to destroy you. You know, from our own platform, there are people who have collected from 138 people, 10,000 each. You know, certain things like they call you as soon as you enter the platform, they call you saying that I'm Father Saleen Joseph. You know, you may not have heard Father Saleen Joseph. You have not seen Father Saleen Joseph. And they will give you all the information that we are doing everything free. But if you want individual training, please do pay 10,000 rupees. Immediately you will pay. That's why I strictly told you, because I get hundreds of messages every day. What is the course fee? Tell us the course fee. Give me the details of course fee. There is no course fee, no payments at all here. Since it's a free platform, people unnecessarily get into it, hundreds and thousands of them. So precautions are taken. For example, today more than 400 people have registered. We are able to admit only 100 people. But then I know out of 400 or 1,500 or 1,000, or hardly 20 to 25% remain. Because when people don't keep up the discipline, we don't encourage them. But then you are at home here. It's your platform, not my platform. It's your platform. We can go together. If you take the instructions properly and have the patience, as I told you, the key word is patience. Definitely, I can guarantee you will crack the exam. And make it sure within 1 or 2 or 3 months, the UK or your Australia, New Zealand, none of these countries will vanish. So slow down and enjoy the process. Now the discipline is unmute your videos in Q&A session. Okay, audios mute And if you are not unmuted, the screenshot will make the admins to remove you from the whole thing. If you have some serious reasons, we can understand, you can just text it. And next week onwards, as you enter the platform, you enter 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes early. We give you the link 30 minutes in advance. As soon as you enter, just if you are comfortable, just post your place. Where are you from? Okay, so that we come to know each other. Many of you are new faces. ബാക്കിയുള്ളവർ കേൾക്കുന്നില്ല, അറ്റൻഡ് ചെയ്യുന്നില്ല. നിങ്ങൾ ഓൺ ചെയ്തില്ലെങ്കിൽ കേൾക്കുന്നില്ല, അറ്റൻഡ് ചെയ്യുന്നില്ല എന്നുള്ളതാണ് presumption. Okay.
Good evening, Father. I am Suni Matthew.
Yes.
Attending from Kuwait.
Okay.
I got a lot of knowledge from your class as well as from your video. Thank you for your support.
Yes, you are welcome.
Good evening, Father.
Hello, good evening.
And yes, one by one. Okay. Now, all of you, those who have not kept your phone in this mode, every time use this mode. Okay. Yes. And if you are not comfortable switching on your video, or in a situation where you cannot switch on, please don't do it. But you have to inform us. Okay. Because there are so many spammers just coming in to disturb us. Now,
Thank you, Father. It was
Yeah.
nice class in my first class. One of my friend referred this class to me, and I'm really very happy. From 2 weeks, I'm watching all the videos of mentors, and especially for you. So it's my pleasure to get a live class with you, Father. Thank you so much.
okay, you're most welcome. And always, one more thing I want to highlight. This is, I told you, a platform of the nurses, for the nurses, by the nurses. And the admin panel is spending a lot of time. So inform us if you are ready to spend at least 10 minutes a day, whereby you will be learning at the same time, teaching and helping others. That's how the platform runs. Thousands of candidates here, we are not able to meet them or support them. Like, you can just text me or the admin panel members, or in the main platform, that you are willing to join the Empowering Army volunteer group, whereby you'll become a part of our administration of this. See, now when you are not speaking, keep your audio muted, microphone muted.
Good evening, Father.
One sec. Please, all of you, when you don't speak, your microphone should be muted. When you speak, unmute, speak, immediately mute it, okay? And I tell you, you have to go step by step. There is no way out. You have to improve your competency, real competency. That's for your life. And I want you to communicate with me maximum. OET skills at gmail.com is the mail ID where you can communicate with me regarding OET. Yeah. Now you have to connect with me. I cannot connect with you. When you send me a message, don't say that I have not responded to you. I will get thousands of messages. As I said, EduSkills International is an umbrella program where I have more than 20,000 students in different platforms. So you have to keep me reminding. Every time you can give a thumbs up. If I have taken note of your message, definitely I will give you a reply, or at least thumbs up, which means I am taking action on that. And use the mentors hour 12 to 1 every day. The admins will be reminding you. You can post any of your concerns over there. Admins will collect, and I will concentrate on those concerns, your challenges, in the next session. You can post what difficulties you have. Third one, every day after the session, next 15 minutes, as soon as you leave from this platform, you have to use to type a feedback, your learning experience. It's not saying that it's a good class, okay? That I've been hearing for them nearly 3 decades, okay? Good class, we understand, but you have to say why it is a good class. What did you learn? What did you understand? You can be very open. You can say, I did not understand anything. You were so fast and it was nonsense. I wasted my time. No issues. Okay, so you can be very blunt. You can give suggestions. You can write clearly what you learned. Maybe if you don't know how to write it, we have a Jubi Varghese here. She is a veteran or icon whose feedbacks, learning experiences we keep as a model. You can ask her, she will post, or someone else in the admin panel will post it as a model for you. Jubi is here somewhere. Yes, Jubi is here. Yes. Jubi, will you just post one today for their reference? Maybe your previous one of them. Okay, as soon as the session is over, post it so they have a reference for them. And I especially thank those people who are present in my live sessions in Ernakulam, Kottayam, and Chetipura, as well as in Kumaradam. Okay, thank you for your love, concern. I enjoyed the stay with you. And I'm not very familiar with Kerala, but I traveled all across this year. Good. And you'll be given a bonus, this one, and preferential admission in all these sessions. And also we have some special batches for you, as you know it. Keep tracking on that. We'll go through. Okay, now it's your time.
Thank you so much, Father. I'm anymore.
Yes, very good, Minimolis. You can speak in any language, English, Kannada, Malayalam, Tamil, Hindi, or any languages you want to speak. No issue.
Good evening.
Yes.
I'm Suchitra John Dive.
Yeah.
I'm from Vasai, Mumbai.
Yes. Yes.
Today it was my first class. Really,
Yeah.
I liked it very much, and you are explaining very clearly,
Yeah.
and we are understanding, Father.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you,
And
Father.
yeah, and always when you thank you, I want to tell you that I am just a small cog in this machine. You know, there are so many volunteers and people toiling behind this platform. I told you it's by nurses, and I am the only one who is not a nurse here, health professional here, and it is run by the nurses, of the nurses, for the nurses. And I tell you, even there are people who spend, even Soumya Sham, maybe for a year or so, nearly 7 to 8 months, she has spent more than 6 to 8 hours every day. That's why this platform is established now. And now there are 12 admins, as I have shown you names. All of them, most of them are here. A couple of them, Rajini, Mini, Lilimol, Manju. Who else is there? All these people are. So always when you thank in the platform, don't thank me alone. If you want to thank me, it's okay. Even if you forget me, don't forget the admin panel and the people behind this platform, because they are doing a lot of good things. I am damn sure God will bless them for their sacrifices.
Good evening, Father.
Yes, good evening. Anu Joseph.
Yes, and Edu Joseph ആണ് ഒമാനിൽ നിന്നാണ്. ഫസ്റ്റ് ടൈം ആണ് അച്ഛന്റെ ക്ലാസ്. ഒത്തിരി എന്താ പറയാ, ഒത്തിരി ഉപകാരമാവുന്നുണ്ട്. താങ്ക് യു സോ മച്ച്.
വെൽക്കം. ഇന്നത്തെ ഒരു സെഷൻ അല്ലായിരുന്നു കേട്ടോ, ഒരു ഓറിയന്റേഷൻ മാത്രമാണ്.
ഞാൻ ബിഗിനർ ആണ്.
യെസ്, ജസ്റ്റ് ഒരു ഐഡിയ കിട്ടാൻ വേണ്ടിയിട്ട്, അല്ലാണ്ട് കാതലായിട്ട് ഇന്നൊന്നും നിങ്ങൾക്ക് തരാൻ ഞാൻ ഉദ്ദേശിച്ചില്ല. ജസ്റ്റ് ഒരു ഐഡിയ കിട്ടാൻ വേണ്ടിയിട്ട്. ഇനിയിപ്പം നിങ്ങളുടെ ഫീഡ്ബാക്ക് അനുസരിച്ചാണ്. എന്റെ പ്രിൻസിപ്പിൾ എന്നാണെന്നറിയോ, യുവർ മിസ്റ്റേക്സ്, യുവർ കൺസേൺസ് ഓർ യുവർ ചാലഞ്ചസ് ഓർ യുവർ ഡൗട്ട്സ് ആർ മൈ സിലബസ്. യുവർ മിസ്റ്റേക്സ് ആർ മൈ സിലബസ് ഫോർ ദ നെക്സ്റ്റ് സെഷൻ. നിങ്ങൾ ഫീഡ്ബാക്ക് ഇടുമ്പം നിങ്ങൾ എങ്ങനെ ഇട്ടാലും എനിക്ക് മനസ്സിലാകും ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞത് ചക്കെന്നാണ്, നിങ്ങൾക്ക് മനസ്സിലായി കൊക്കെന്നാണ്. അപ്പൊ അടുത്ത പ്രാവശ്യം ആ ചക്കിനെ കൊക്കാക്കാൻ വേണ്ടി ഞാൻ പരിശ്രമിക്കും. അങ്ങനെ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് മനസ്സിലാകേണ്ട എന്താണെന്ന് നിങ്ങളുടെ ഫീഡ്ബാക്കിൽ നിന്ന് ഞാൻ മനസ്സിലാക്കും.